Welcome, fans, to New South Championship Wrestling, The Conversations. I am joined here with the natural Chase Stevens and the headliner Chris Michaels, and we are going to bring you some of the very entertaining stories from the road, from the shows, hotel rooms, Mexican restaurants, interstates, wherever and whatever. These guys have been anywhere and everywhere, so sit back and, grab you a beer or water and have fun. Chase,
H2O.
Man. H2O?
Yeah, I'm all about H2O today.
Nowadays, right?
Yeah. In these older years that I have going on today. We've been a little bit, a few places.
Well, I mean, you guys have been all over the world, man. Like the trips to Puerto Rico with you guys, and you're a former world champion. You're a former North American champion. You worked for all the major companies, WWE, WCW. Impact, whatever, you guys have done everything, and just some of the stories that I know that's just between us three in general. Chase Stevens, I mean, anybody that's been to out to eat with Chase or yourself, there's some crazy stories.
Well, I will go on record to say that any of my stories didn't start till I met him.
Well, there's this one story, all right? This is a Chase Stevens story, and I'm gonna make him tell this one, all right?
Okay.
There's a video floating around. I don't know if Chase still has the phone or not, but this is hilarious, guys. And this is a good time if you got kids. Go ahead and put them to bed, or if you don't mind them, then fuck it. But anyways,
Hadn't broke out yet.
Chris Michaels is drunk on his ass, and he's wearing his Bud Light pajama breeches, and he's filming.
Oh, yeah.
Chase.
Still got that one.
I'm gonna get him.
Ashland,
This
Kentucky.
motherfucker always gets me. And
You remember
Chase,
that?
Chase is filming Chris as Chris is filming Chase, but Chris don't realize Chase is filming him. Tell that story, Chase.
Chris is just trying to figure out how to turn the camera on his phone and take a picture of me. And the whole time I'm videoing him, and he is like, "You piece of shit!" I'm like, oh, let me find that right button here. You find your button, and I'm videotaping the whole thing, going, "Oh my god!"
See, I don't see how in all the drunken stupors he's thinking I'm gonna film so and so in their most embarrassing moment, and the Sharpie stuff. He has
Oh man,
a million pictures of the Sharpies,
people,
and it pops in my head that I'm like, I'm gonna film him being drunk. So I got my phone up.
I seen the video. It was freaking.
And I'm so
hilarious,
drunk,
man.
I don't even notice him standing in front of me with his phone. And I'm going, I'm filming you, motherfucker.
It was great.
And he's filming me.
It was
still.
freaking great, man.
It was a wild night. Like we was at some local bar prior to that, and they were, we had a free bar tab that everything was on the house. Like we were drinking profusely. Next thing you know, like all of our shirts are off and we're running around this bar with women and everything else. Like it was a wild
You
night.
get into a chop off with some of the guys in there.
chopping
and
some
there
of
were
the
cops
guys.
standing there. They came in,
Yep.
was watching all of
Yep,
it.
sure did. It was good times, man.
Yeah, good times.
Fun, right?
Yeah.
Chris, this involved booze, and we in no way, shape, or form want to encourage anybody to drink and drive. Please don't do that.
Nope.
We have drivers.
So please, yeah, exactly. So please don't think that it's okay, because we do not think that it's okay. But we're on our way back from Metropolis, Illinois. We're up there for USA Championship Wrestling.
Right.
And I get pulled over on the same fucking highway every fucking time. Remember this night?
Not like between Hopkinsville and...
Yes, in
yeah.
Elkton, Kentucky. It was in
Yep.
Elkton or somewhere along that fucking stretch of highway.
They don't even have cops in those areas.
Bullshit.
You got pulled over, huh?
We found one. I was speeding.
He drives 90 miles an hour.
Man, I like to get where
In
I'm going
35s.
fast. Hey, I was early getting here today.
I was too.
Yeah, it's fucking mountain time.
I didn't know what time
Chris
zone we was in.
Michaels beat you here today.
That's because he lives here.
Yeah, that's
Can't
true.
every game go home.
That's true. That's true. But remember, the cop walks up and
Well, he pulls up.
pulls me out, and
I'm trying to kick
the beer
17
cans
beer cans underneath the seat.
He walks up and he thinks I'm drunk, and I'd been drinking a little bit, but not a whole lot, like maybe a couple beers that night. Like I didn't hardly drink anything that night. Remember?
Well, he's back there talking to him. I'm like, well, this is not Chase, so this probably ain't going to end well. Because you always seem to luck
He
out
can
every
get out
time
of
we
shit.
get pulled over by cops. But then the cop comes over to my side of the door. I'm like, here we go. I'm a goner. But they just happen to be, fans.
Wrestling
hey,
fans, thank God.
I think they just wanted us to prove it, so I had to get in the trunk and
Man, I had
grab
to show 'em.
pictures.
Yep.
Bert Prentice's van had broke down in Metropolis, so I've got all of his merchandise. And anybody's ever
Wow, so
been,
just give him free stuff then.
no, I just well, they didn't want it. They didn't. I probably wanted to get out of the ticket, but we were sitting on this. No,
Did
I
we
was,
take pictures?
yeah, we ended up taking
Yeah,
pictures
took
and signing
pictures with the cops.
autographs. I used Bert's shit, and he's like, "What are you guys doing in Metropolis?" I'm like, wrestling show with Jerry Lawler and this and that and everything." Because we worked with Lawler that night, and then so I've got all of Bert's shit just in the trunk and in the back seat. Anybody's ever been to Bert's shows? He carries a lot of stuff with him, and his van broke down, so we're carrying all this stuff back. And the cop didn't believe us that we were wrestlers.
Yeah.
But he ended up. I kind of passed it on to him because he's like, because I'm just like I'm only like maybe a year or two actually into the business at this point, actually hitting the road and shit. So I'm like, yeah, man, like Chris, the guy in the passenger seat, man, he like trained Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton and John Cena and all those guys. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, man, I gotta go talk to him. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna be mad.
I was still
This is when they
pissed.
come and got him. Yeah, he.
I was still pissed because I'm like, if that was me by myself, I'd be in handcuffs. Because I'd have tried to tell them the story. I just got back from wrestling. They'd be like, get your ass back in.
We ended up sitting on the side of the interstate for like
Still being
45
prison.
minutes, man. But they ended up 45 minutes sitting there. He still wrote me a fucking ticket, but it is what it is.
I got one on Chris. We're in West Virginia.
You have many on me.
Yeah,
I do. This one just popped in my head though. So Chris, had a drink with me throughout the night. It's time to go home. We stop off in this parking lot, and Ron Horn's driving, and I'm messing around with this DVD player because it's hooked up to his phone. So I called 911 on his phone because he's out talking to these chicks. So I called 911, and they're like, 911, what's your emergency? And I'm going, help. so Ron's going, man, my phone was vibrating. He's going over. I was like, man, we need to get out of here. Like, I called 911 on your phone, man. So he's going, what? So he's like jumping in the car. Like, Dad's out cold in the back. So we snap a couple shots of him, like Chris being out.
I think I was roofied.
And he might have been the bar we was at. He might have been roofied there. So we get to the hotel, and Chris is like face down in bed, and Ron goes to the restroom, and I'm laying in bed, and I keep hearing Ron giggling in the bathroom, and I think I'm like, what is he doing on the toilet to be giggling? And man, it goes on for like 25 minutes. Just every once in a while, you hear this giggle come from him, and I'm like, I need to videotape him like giggling to himself on the shitter. You know what I mean? So he comes out and he's going, you gotta get on Facebook. You gotta get on Facebook. Look what I just posted. So I scroll down, look him up, and he's got the picture of Chris on there. Like it looks like he's like out, like he's praying or whatever. And it says in memory of.
Oh shit! I see this picture. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He
like-
got mad as fuck over that. If I'm not mistaken.
He's out cold all night long, and it's posted. And like I shared it, and all
Yes.
that. So everybody thought he had
The
passed
next
away.
day, dude, he was pissed. He started cutting promos on that picture, dude. I remember that. Yes.
He had so many.
I get a
text messages.
damn text message and it says, Chris, I just read that you're dead. Text me.
Yeah.
Well, let me get my phone out of my pocket while I'm stuffed in this fucking casket, and I'll answer you back. Really, idiot?
Funny.
We got to talk about a drunken one.
No, hey, to add to that, I asked for fucking breakfast this morning. They said there's a breakfast bar and all that. And guess what I get brought back to me?
Cereal.
Bowl of Fruit Loops.
See,
Continental.
I told you. Staying in nice places. That was West Virginia. We was lucky to
No
get that.
bacon, sausage, eggs, nothing.
Oh, man, that's a Holiday Inn there.
Yeah,
I got fucking
we
Fruit
said
Loops.
days in.
Hey, I get win and reward points for there.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what
Top,
we
I
say.
had to explain to everybody why I was dead.
I don't stay at the Radisson's Inns and shit like that. I only do that when Jason.
Well, at least a handful of people cared.
And then, well, I have another one. I was leaving a bar. This is all drinking stories, which is weird.
It is funny.
But leaving the bar.
telling you, CIA.
It's just a
completely
coincidence.
Intoxicated athletes.
That's right. I can do it all.
Coincidence.
As long as I'm drunk. Sober, I can't do shit. No, no. We're leaving the bar in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. What's it called? Silverados or
Revelry?
No, so is it Silverados right there?
Silverados.
Yeah, we're
Right
leaving
there
there.
off the interstate.
Yeah,
right there
on the
behind
way out the door,
Hooters or
this
whatever.
guy's sitting there with a bunch of fucking shots, and he's like, "Here, take some." And I was like,
Okay.
you take some," because I thought maybe he did something to him.
Yeah.
So he takes one, gives me one, and I take it with him. And then he's like, "Here, take some more." So I do shots with him. I go out and get in the car.
Hell can't beat that.
Right? We're going right down the road, so maybe 5 miles, something like that. We hit the exit that I need. I don't come to a complete stop at 4:00 in the morning, and but it's right on red. So I take a right. Cop yanks me right there. He's like, "No, I pulled you over." I'm
You were like right almost in the parking lot of where we were going.
Right where I mean, like literally, I could see the door of where we was going. And we had a Jack Daniels bottle in the car, everything. Like people was taking drinks of that.
We just kept passing it around.
Yeah. So the cop's like, why I pulled you over? I'm like, no, I ain't got a clue. He's like, you didn't make a complete stop. I'm like, are you kidding me? So gets me out. You've been drinking? Yes, officer. Gets me out. Gets me in the back. He's like, got any open containers? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what you got? I'm like, Jack Daniels. He's like, oh, man. You went for the big stuff, huh? I was like, yeah, that's just what they had. It's not my car.
Meanwhile, in the car, real quick, the girls in the car, they're like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, panicking, and I'm still turning up the Jack. I'm like, he's got this.
That cop's like, whose is it? I was like, Communities. I don't know. I really don't even know where it come from. I just started getting passed around. We was drinking on it. So, anyways, he's got me out there and gives me this sobriety test. It's like nuts. I mean, I've done a lot of sobriety tests, but this one, I'm having to stand on one foot, look in the air, close my eyes, count.
I can't do that sober. let alone
Dude,
drinking.
No.
I had to count to 30 to myself inside and tell him when to stop his stopwatch, and I had to get to 30. So figured I was, been drinking. I better go 34 because I probably counted a little too fast. So I counted 34, stopped him, and he's like, "Man, you was right on the dot. Thank God." He's like, "You're just going right there?" I was like, "Yes, officer." And he's like, "Man, I'll tell you right now." He's like, "I'm gonna go ahead and let you go." He's like, "I'm not even gonna write you a ticket." He's like, "I wish every drunk driver I pulled over acted like you." And I was like, "Man, thanks." I get in. He's like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, dude.
I was mad because he didn't get a DUI.
I remember the night that
I'm
you
like,
got
"Shut up."
the first DUI. This motherfucker, he texts me.
They busted him.
I'm
Yeah.
like, "What's going on, Chris?" He's like, "They busted that motherfucker."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Who, Chris?"
Celebrating it.
No,
Celebrating it.
no, I was really concerned
Yeah,
because the
you
lady
was.
from the bar messaged me, asked if I'd talk to you. She had your credit card, and
Oh,
you couldn't. Nobody heard from you for a minute.
Oh, this is the downtown one when I left downtown.
That was Kelly's.
Yeah. I didn't end up
St.
getting
Patty's Day?
Yeah. I didn't end up getting the DUI out of that one. I ended up beating that because I
Yeah, he
didn't,
beat that
I
one.
didn't do anything wrong.
You were
He
pretty
did-
excited that he was in
Man, he
handcuffs.
sure was, wasn't he?
Well, to you, but to everybody else.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious. Man.
I was
I was
concerned.
like, "Oh shit, Chris, you do realize
I
man,
knew
this is
he
serious."
got a sobriety test, but sitting in his vehicle. They didn't make him get out. They tested him
Forgot about that
right
one.
there.
Yeah. We was leaving Revelry.
I was really pissed about that.
I turn out and I see the cop right in the parking lot, right across the street, and I was like, "Man, this guy's gonna get us. We're pulling out of a bar at closing time. Like he's totally."
Yeah,
and here he
totally.
comes. He pulls out right behind us. I was like, "This is it, man. Whew, we're going." So I turn on the road that we needed to get
I'm
on the
my phone
interstate.
going,
Yep. And he turns on his lights and he's like, I pulled you over? And I was like, no, I don't. He's like, your license plate's bent around the side because the way my Jeep's built, the piece on the back, the plate bends a little bit around the side of the fender because I got those different size fenders on my Jeep. So,
'Cause he built it that way.
yeah. Well, I was like, well, those are government put on. I mean, like, this state put those on. I didn't go out there and screw them in like that, And he's like, well, it's illegal to have a bend in your plate or whatever. I didn't get anything out of it, but he was like, you been drinking? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, how many you had? I was like, man, 6 or 7. And he's like, what do you guys do for a living? I was like, oh, we wrestle professionally. He's like, oh, then you guys could probably handle your alcohol. Yeah, he's like, you guys could probably handle your alcohol then. And I was like, yeah, I mean, we can. Yeah, I feel like we can. He's like, here. He's like, got his flashlight. He's like, follow my pin. He's like, you got a little twitch over here, nothing to be concerned about. He's like, get your seatbelts on. You guys be safe on your way home. You know, blah blah blah.
He was losing his shit.
Man, before I can even get my window up, he's going, "Are you kidding me?"
I stomping my feet and everything.
Sobriety test sitting down. I was like, "Shut up, shut up."
I'm like, what's that officer's number?
Dude, I remember the first night we actually went downtown. Well, I went downtown with Chase. It was Burns, Tennessee.
Yep.
That's the first time I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went. We picked you up, and then we went and picked Chase up. Me and you had already been drinking that day. We went and picked Chase up. And of course, Chase had already been drinking. And we stopped. I'll never forget this. We stopped so you can piss. And when you got out,
Every
you
exit.
spilt your beer.
Yep.
So we pull over in this driveway so you can get out and fucking piss.
Well, I mean,
And
it just happened to fall over. I didn't.
yeah, whatever. Either way, I get out to like get something out of the trunk to put down, and Chase like, no, fuck that, let him sit in. It's gonna be hilarious. So I like, oh, okay. So I just fucking shut the door back, and you get in, and sure enough, what the fuck? In your seat,
Cheese and rice.
You were so pissed. And then we ended up having to stop, and you ended up having to change clothes and all kinds of shit. And then we get to the building. It's the night you worked Flash down there in Burns, Tennessee. The Puerto Rico crew was there. And of course, then after that, we went downtown. We made it home. You were staying with me at the time, I think, Chris.
Yeah, I took a picture of it the next morning. I give you.
Dude, I was still fucking. I was still fully clothed, and like we didn't get home till like 8 o'clock. Like we
You
took
were throwing up when
Dude, I was.
We dropped
fucking
him off.
gone,
It
man.
was
I
daylight.
out there. Yeah, hell yeah, it was. I was done for, dude. Like, evidently we stopped and got fucking breakfast.
That's because he was double shooting because you was giving
Yeah,
out your
motherfucker.
drinks.
Like, you're buying everybody's shit.
I wanted to see
Everybody
him
in
have a
the
good
bar.
time.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Chase calls me over there to him. He's like, hey man, he's like, here, take your shot. He's like, I ain't buying it. He's like, I'll buy them fuckers beer. He's like, y'all my boys. We're gonna really handle them down. Fucking hey, dude. Like I think he's buying us like $12 shots. Chase,
That's how you know I'm drunk.
dude, what?
That's how you know I'm drunk.
Dude, I don't know what my blood alcohol
you
level
see
was that
him?
night, but it was insane because, like you said, like we're in a group and we're like throwing it back, and Chase, boom, he's going back, dude. And Chris is like, here.
You know what's on. You
And
see.
I'm just like, yeah, dude. I
You
was
know
just
what's on when
throwing
you
it
see
back.
Chase going.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I remember those days.
I'm like,
I
how
remember it
many
was just
fucking
last
shots
week.
is he
I'm
buying?
like, how we got all these people with us? They keep multiplying.
Chase, I remember.
They just crowd up. Hey,
we don't die, we
we
multiply.
think this guy over here is
He
buying
walks
shots.
in.
Just go stand with him.
Yeah. You
he
can't
walks-
order anything at the bar. They got to get it for you. Go stand next to him.
Chase walks up to me. He's like, hey, they try telling you because we're getting close to closing time. It's like 3 a.m. And he's like, hey, if they come and tell you gotta go, tell them you're with me. He's like, if they kick us out. He's like, we're coming right the fuck back in because I got a key to the fucking place.
They ain't get us out far.
We left. We
You
ended
gotta
up,
tell him the night we closed it ourselves.
Oh, I will.
we ended up leaving there at like 8 o'clock that morning. And that's the night that Alicia, when we left the show, Alicia was like, hey, I'm putting the kids to bed. Night, love you. Well, I put my phone on fucking charge because it's like midnight. So once we leave this place, we go this place. From this place, we go that one. So I put my phone on charge in the car. So she calls Crystal's fucking phone. And she's mad as fuck. Remember this? Because like, I'm in the car, and I remember Chase is like, so he's on the phone with his wife, and he's talking to her on your phone? Who are you? He's
Yeah.
like- and she's like, well, I'm the girlfriend. And Chris is like, she's
Dude, my brain was like,
yeah, it was.
what kind of Jerry Springer episode I get myself into here?
I remember I was
You're killing his buzz.
I was fixing to puke,
Hang
and
up.
Chase reaches up to the back seat and grabs my shirt and keeps me from fucking going out of the car, going down the road.
Sometimes you just got to take that spill out.
Yeah, I mean that would have been a nasty one, dude. I think I would have rather been dead at that point, though, man. Like that was a rough night.
Oh, I got. So, it took me a long time to tell Chris this one, but
Oh God.
but we're leaving
See.
downtown, and I get in the parking garage. He knows now, but we get in the parking garage, and I get in the car, and I was like, "Is that Chris's car right there?" I get out, and now it's like 3 stalls over, and all the cars are backed out now.
Oh, my God. Is this the...
Hold on. Let me tell it. I opened up the door, and I'm like, he left his car door unlocked?
He loves me, right?
So I reached out, and I popped the hood. I run around to get back in the car, and Ron Horn's like, man, it's got that hook on it. It ain't going to do anything. He's like, we got to put something in there and clog that hook. I was like, oh, yeah. So I get out, and I get some electrical tape out of my wrestling bag and take the little cardboard in there, and Ron puts it in the little catch on the little hook on the hood and sets the hood down. And we're dying laughing. And we back out, we take off, and then we go to Steak and Shake to eat. And, you know, I'm texting Chris and all this, nothing back. Get to my house, and Chris's car is in my driveway, and the back of his hood is bent upwards. And I'm walking past through my yard going, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, keep straight face, keep straight face. So like I open the door and I walk in, and Chris is on the couch watching the TV, and his eyes look over at us. He's like, you guys will never guess what fucking just happened to me. And I'm like, what? He's like, driving 75 down the fucking interstate, and the hood comes flying up on the car. I'm thinking
Fucking Tommy Boy
I'm thinking
shit.
Tommy Boy. You know? I'm fucking about to piss my pants. I'm laughing so hard.
Oh, so funny.
I heard about this at the gym.
I could have died. Like a horrible death. Not fall asleep, die, but
I can't, even to this day, I'm like, man, if I could have just had a video camera on his face
I just-
when that happened,
Yeah.
man, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. We'd have our own island. I'd be a millionaire.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That, he was so pissed off about that. He didn't know what the fuck had happened.
Dude, it took me 2 years to tell him it was me.
I heard about it like the next weekend or the next week. We're at the gym, we're lifting. He's like, man, I'm like, what the fuck happened to your car? My fucking hood flew up. And I was like, goddamn, dude, you're lucky you goddamn windshield didn't fucking come in on. He's like, I know, right? I'm like,
every
dude,
time
you
he
sure?
ribs me, it takes him 2 years to tell me.
I was like, are you sure somebody didn't pop your hood? Because it's pretty rare that your fucking hood just comes undone and does some shit like that. He's like, no, not that I know of.
Yep.
Like, man, well, hey, it might have just happened, but like, it just don't happen too often. But,
See,
man,
I'd have never thought
that Chase would have like ripped you like that.
yeah, family, friends, or
God,
whatever.
dude, he was so bumfuzzled, dude. Oh my God, it was.
Then I wrecked the damn thing after
Yeah,
that.
he did.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that too. You were pretty
comes in-
pissed about that too.
He comes to my house and he's like,
Well, I guess that's my fault. That one was on me, I guess.
my night, holy cow, my night. He's like, come out and look at my car. And like, I walked out because we left at the same time. I left the bar, and I don't know where he went because he didn't end up at my house. So I get out to his car, and he don't have any side to his car. He's like, man, I remember hitting a bump.
I have a side, but it was mangled.
He's like, I remember hitting a bump in the road. And he's like, I mean, he didn't have a front fender, a back fender. The whole mirror was gone on the side of his car. The door sliced all the way down. I'm like, hit a bump. I was like, it looks like you
Hit
rode
a
the
lot of
whole
shit.
concrete barrier all the way home.
That's what I did. I was driving. That's all I remember. I just remember going, bang! Oh, gotta keep driving. And I kept driving.
He woke up on his ex-girlfriend's mom's couch and has no idea how he got there at that time.
I got off the interstate and drove like 30 miles through like little small towns, four-way stops,
Cops
stoplights.
everywhere in those
Yeah,
towns.
cops everywhere.
Oh man.
I don't know how you did it.
Yeah, dude, fuck that.
Yep.
Well, Chase has got a good story for that when we were in Florida. We'll save that for next time. 'Cause it's
Oh
kinda-
yeah, let's hear something else that didn't involve me.
Oh, shit.
Goddamn. We was gonna save that for next time.
Yeah, there ain't very many.
Well, as soon as the
Oh,
news
we
broke,
already out of time.
as soon as the news broke, no, we got a little, about 5 minutes. As soon as
Hurry
the-
up with this one
as
so I
soon
can
as,
laugh.
as soon as the news broke, well, I mean, didn't fall of a fucking wreck. Thank God. Or
you
police
wrecked?
officers. No,
You wrecked?
No, I didn't wreck.
No.
All right, fuck
He
it.
just drove.
He did it.
All right, so once the news broke that me and Chase were road tripping to Florida together, man, like, oh shit, like red flags everywhere. People are fucking blowing us up, and we have lawyers contacting us. They will represent us. They're just letting us know ahead of time.
Now you feel my
licensed
pain.
in Georgia and Florida if you need me.
So we get south of Atlanta, and we've been on the road constantly. Like I picked him up just south of Nashville, and we're on the road, and like we did not stop. We stopped for gas just south of Atlanta, and I was like, shit, man, we're kind of hungry, so we pull off the Mexican joint, the worst Mexican joint. And we've ate Mexican in a lot of places, so that says a lot, right?
It's like they didn't want to wait on us. Like
they brought us. Oh my god, they bring him a margarita. He didn't even order it. They brought him one of the Coronitas with a little Cornita.
Something I didn't even order.
He didn't even order it. But get this. Well, like, I just ordered a regular fucking margarita. They didn't bring us no straw, so I'm just like slowly and carefully.
I can't drink mine because
sipping my. He's got a bottle turned up in his, so he's sitting there trying to figure out how he could.
Yeah, well, I got
so
my
he
tongue
gets up,
sticking in
walks
it.
to the register. He's like, "Can I get some straws?" He's like, "I bring them to you."
Yeah.
So then the motherfucker.
He won't give them to me. They're right there.
He walks
I'm
by.
trying to grab them. He's like, I'll bring them to you.
I'll bring them to
I was
you.
like,
So Chase comes back, sits down. The waiter walks by us, waits on the table behind us. He's like, "Hey, can I get them straws?" Walks away again.
won't even look at me. Won't acknowledge me at all.
Like I don't know if they were like ribbing us because like we were standing out in this restaurant, but like it was like the funniest fucking thing ever.
To them.
Yeah, to them.
I was like, man, my blood pressure was boiling. I was like, man,
It
I'm
was
about
pretty
to get
bad,
up.
man. It was not a
He
good
was a friend of
restaurant.
mine. I told him to snub him.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
like, hey, that's what it almost seemed like because like we could not get straws. It took us a good 30 minutes just to
I think it's
get
because I
straws.
kept calling him Carlos. You might have got
That might
upset
have
about
something to
that.
do with it.
His name probably wasn't Carlos.
They didn't get a fucking tip.
I was like, Carlos.
So we ended up leaving. That's when my car fucked up. But anyway, so Frankie, we're going down there, and Francisco texts me. He's like, "Hey, here's the address. Crash with me." So I've got Frankie's address programmed in my phone. Chase
I know a
has a
shortcut.
different address programmed in his phone. He's like, "Oh, I got it. I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I just delete my shit. So I'm like, the ETA, we're getting pretty close. Chase is like, "Ah, shit, man, we should be getting there probably around midnight. Midnight. Shit, we should be there about 10:30 according to my time." So he's like, "Oh, man, you want to go to this L's house in Orlando?"
Yeah, Miller's L House.
And I'm like, "Man, I don't give a fuck." He's like, "Hey, it's on the way. It's on the way to Frankie's." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we drive past Frankie's, through Tampa.
He don't know that, though.
I don't know this.
I got him on the outskirts.
So we go. So we get to this place. We get to there, man, and we close that place down. That right there was like a really cool place, man. Like,
It's happening like
We-
all 7 days a week. It's happening.
dude, the waitress hooked us up, man. Like I ate, he ate. We drank like 4 pitchers of margaritas. Chase is buying his shots right at closing.
Oh, so
time.
you made up for the bad Mexican experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
dude. Well, I'm hammered. He's hammered at this point.
When we
Right?
had a broken down car, we'd come walking out, and I barely know where gas goes in a car. I don't know anything about a car. And there's like this water running from his car. And I'm like, man, does that come from your car? And he was just down and sticks his finger in it. He's like,
I think so.
yeah, I think so. I was like,
What is it?
He's like, I
don't
don't know. I was like, why'd you touch it? I was like, you know anything about a car? He's like,
For
no.
texture. It's all about texture. But so I put in my phone Frankie's address. I'm like, oh shit. So they're doing last call, and I'm like, man, I'm pretty fucked up. He's pretty fucked up. So I'm like, oh my god, hour and 45 fucking minutes. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. And Frankie's like wearing me out.
So you knew where you was at?
He knew where the fuck we were. He just knew where he wanted to go.
Yeah,
He-
yeah.
he- I
went too
hope
far
Francisco watches this because he's like, Frankie will be a buzzkill, man. Let's not go there yet.
Yeah. Man, because
So we ended up-
he's
now
he's a
I'm an
stay-at-home
hour-
guy, you know. Frankie doesn't do anything, so
I'm an hour and 45 minutes from Frankie's, and it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. Out of state tags. My car.
Damn, night just started.
My car's fucked up, so now we have to drive intoxicated
2 hours.
to Frankie's place. So we fucking get
All
there.
back roads. Like it's not interstate. It's all like
Dude, it's like, and got grandma there. Like, I'm just like, just driving. He's like, man, you might want to slow down. I'm like,
yeah. Dude, we're the only car going through all these towns with out of state tags. Both of us drunk as fuck. I'm like, dude, you might want to go the speed limit, like not 10, not 15 over. Like they don't fuck around down here. Like I don't need a just busted
I'm like,
picture.
sorry, Mom. I thought she was at home.
And then try to talk to keep him awake. Next thing I know, he's like, zzz, zzz, zzz. I was like, man, is he awake? And then we changed lanes. I was like, oh, he's getting over. I don't know why he's getting over. I mean, there ain't no way past. There's no fucking cars. Zzz, zzz, zzz. On the other side, I was like, dude, you awake? And he's like, I am now. And I was like, what the hell's that mean?
I'm driving. And then next thing I know, he's like, hey, you good? And I'm like, I am now.
About 5 minutes later, I was like, hey, you want me to drive or something? And he's like, no, I'm good. I took a nap back there.
I'm good. Fuck, I'm good now, man. I got my little 5-minute cat nap in. I'm ready to rock and roll. All right, guys, well, it looks like it's about that time. We're going to close out the first session, and we hope you enjoy yourselves. The headliner, Chris Michaels, the natural, Chase Stevens. We will be back for a part 2. And
Remind me of the next story, Mississippi with Candy Devine.
Oh, God. Okay.
well, there you go. That's a little preview for the
Coming
next
back with Katie Devine on the next story.
Oh, boy. This will be interesting.
Oh,
guys,
man.
thank you, and we'll see you next time.